He could choose, he could have any woman he wants. This is what he said. So the more he dug his ditch, the more he kept digging, the more he was pissing the sisters off. So the sisters was like, oh, hold up, wait a minute. And dude is like, I got about 4. So they like, oh my God, he got 4 kids. Ah. Everybody, I am Anuki and welcome back to my channel. Glad to have you all back for another discussion, another case study, another story time, another discussion. Thank you. So, if this is your first time here, welcome. This channel is basically geared toward women, black women, understanding and growing their femininity and understanding why it's important and basically all the bullet points that come with that. So one of the reasons that I do these discussions or these story times or these case studies or what have you is really to help to bridge the gap between black men and black women, black feminine, black masculine, so on and so forth, because there is a direct gap, a complete disconnect. And I think part of the reason is we don't understand each other. So I feel through my experiences and through my expertise and things that I know, that I have studied and grown in, I can help bridge that gap a little bit, because that's really all it is. We're just disconnected because we don't understand each other. So through these discussions, these are gonna help. Okay? So today's dialogue is an experience that I witnessed on the infamous social media platform by the name of Clubhouse. So Clubhouse, if you don't know, is fairly new. It really reminds me of back in the day, AOL. Remember how AOL chat rooms, but it's voice. You know, and back in the day, AOL chat rooms, you were typing, you know, talking to people, but in Clubhouse, it's like that, but you're talking. So it's like you're on speakerphone having a conversation with 200 other people. Okay, whatever. So, I don't know. I was just logging on to Clubhouse one day, and I came across this one. I don't even remember the topic, so just bear with me. Okay, I have a point to this. It was something in regards to men and women, black women, bitter or strong black women, something in that, on that topic, to where it would definitely have black men and black women going hard at each other. I wish I could remember the name of the title, but I don't, because it was a while ago. But being that as it may, so it was men in there, and this was around the time when, you know, Kevin Samuels was fresh off the press. I mean, he was like fresh, brand new. So all the brothers was coming out hardcore and very confident, even the ones that really barely had much of a pot to piss in were going hard. Okay. So in this particular group, you know, it was men and women. They were kind of like just going at each other. I wish I could remember the topic, but it was something. It was a hot topic to where it would cause that, basically. So the thing that stood out the most, because I was on my way to clicking out of the group, because I just really got exhausted with hearing the back and forth, if you will. And before I left, there was a guy that came in, and he made a statement of what he likes. It was something in regards to what he likes, what he prefers, and something along those lines. But anyway, he made a statement to say that, you know, he's the type of guy where he was like, he feels like, you know, he's young, you know, he's, I want to say he was a personal trainer or something like that. And he had another job. He had multiple streams of income, so he was well off, okay, to where he could afford to, you know, splurge and, you know, do whatever when he wanted to. So, you know, because he's good looking and he has money, he can kind of like date, he can choose, he can have any woman he wants. This is what he said. So in that, you know, he has options, and he's gonna play around with his options until he gets exhausted. He don't know when he'll stop. He, you know, he was like, settling down, it's not nothing that he's looking for, but if it happens, then it just flows. But for right now, he's just doing his thing, right? So he also went on to say, you know, make a statement about women. This is a black man now, and he made a statement about black women. So he said, like, I'm just being honest with y'all so y'all can know how men think. This is what we talk about. This is what, when we're amongst each other, and this is how we, you know, this is what goes on in our head. Y'all say y'all want to know what goes on in our head and what we think when we talk about, you know, this is y'all fly on the wall chance right here, because I'm telling you, I'm giving you all the tea. So he was like, you know, because I'm, you know, I'm like that because I'm, you know, good looking, blah, 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 I got money, I can carry however I want, and I can have any woman I want. You know what I'm saying? He was like, but I'm going to choose a certain type of woman. It's going to be, you know, probably somebody with no kids. She got to look like this. She got to weigh this. She, you know, I mean, he was just like laying down the list of different things that he, you know, would pursue. Outside of what he likes normally, he would date them, but he was like, really, it's just to smash. And he was like, I guarantee you, you know, so of course when he's saying this, just even when he starts to talk and he's saying, you know, he can have any woman he wants, and he's coming off real, you know, confident. Some women looked at it as arrogant, you know, that he was saying that. And they were starting, the women on the call were starting to get really, really antsy. They were not really feeling, you know, where he was going. So the more he dug his ditch, the more he kept digging, the more he was pissing the sisters off. So, you know, he's like, so they like, you don't want, oh, wait a minute. So he went on to say, like, he's like, don't no man want no woman that's been all stretched out and wore down. And I mean, he was kind of going in pretty hard, right? So the sisters was like, oh, hold up, wait a minute. I mean, clubhouse, that group, it got real, right? So I'm like, okay, so of course, because I'm in my car driving, so I had to turn it up, and I'm listening like, wow, really? And he like, hold on, y'all, wait a minute, wait a minute. I'm just telling you why y'all getting mad. I'm just telling y'all, like, I'm being honest with y'all. Y'all said y'all want me to be honest with you. I'm just being honest, right? So the sisters, of course, have their 2 cents, and they like, so, wait a minute, I got a question. So you don't want no woman that's been stretched out and whoop. How many, do you have kids? So dude like, yeah, I got kids. So they like, oh, wow, okay. So how many kids do you have? And dude is like, I got about 4. So they like, oh my God, he got 4 kids. So they going crazy, like, how dare you? What about all the women you done stretched out and wore down and spit your little watermelon seeds all over? What about them? So he like, look, y'all, mind you, I know it's just my voice y'all hear, but imagine it being like the moderator or the moderator, I guess, of the group had to come in and be like, y'all, I'm about to mute y'all phones. Everybody calm down. Everybody calm down. Because we got to hear one at a time. So in the midst of all this is happening, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just jumping to the responses, y'all. Just remember, just try to picture in your mind all this is going on. So of course the men are kind of quiet. Some of the men came on like, ooh, bro, damn. Like, ooh, shit. I mean, you got a point, but damn, you have to say it. I mean, you on your own on that. You gonna have to. They just left him out there. So he like, all right. So look, no, I'm just being, I'm just telling y'all how we feel and how men like me view certain things and how men like me view women and when we dating, and so y'all can know. You know what I'm saying? Because if y'all looking for relationships and y'all looking for this and that and the third, a lot of men that y'all out here dating, because y'all be dating me. I ain't doing that. I'm trying to tell you so y'all would know, y'all don't waste y'all time. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all be wasting y'all time, clearly, based off the conversation. So the women start attacking him for it. And he just, long story short, they went off on him really bad. And he really was just like, I'm just trying to help. I'm just trying to tell y'all, because we having this conversation and y'all talking about different dates and different experiences that y'all have with certain men. And it's the type of men that y'all be dating. Okay? It's the type of men. And I'm just trying to tell y'all that. And they like, but they didn't, sisters weren't hearing none of that. They didn't care. They was going off on him, and it was just like, whatever. So they were really, and it sounded like, just based off the responses, they were taking out what they felt on him, because he was those type of men, and he was saying that. And it's like, damn, dude, you was definitely catching all that heat, because you asked for the smoke, and you definitely got it. It's like he asked for it, but I don't think he was thinking that he was gonna get that response. But so I would just leave it at the sisters really let him have it. They really let him have it. I don't even really have to go, because I'll be all day going into each response. I remember some of the responses, and they were just really going off. But so with that story, right, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, and it's not really whether or not I agree with him, okay, but y'all gonna probably try to cancel me for this, but I'm just saying, I felt them, and and I only felt him because I really truly felt like he was being honest. Okay, we as women sit here and we be wanting to know, like, okay, give me the tea. What's up? What's going on in your head? You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times we ask the men that we're already in relationships with, or that we've already kind of pursued and we kind of like have situationships with, and we asking, men or our uncles and fathers and brothers, men that care about us, and they're not giving us the real tea because they care. You know what I'm saying? Now, men that we're in relationships with, they care to a degree, but they don't want to really like break us like that. Some do, but it's a lot that really don't. I'm finding men really don't want to break us like that, but sometimes they have to, and they will, and they don't give a damn if they have to. But the thing of it is like, he was being honest. I really wanted to keep hearing him talk. Now, another place where sisters went wrong too was telling this man, I wouldn't date you either. You ain't all that, because they were saying that. And I looked at his profile, and he kind of was. he was. You can't. I mean, you can, when you're mad, you could just be trying to say something, but come on, dude is fine. He there, and he just telling his truth. Now you know, and you see his face. Now you know if he try to talk to you, and you can say no. You don't have to go hard on here saying how you wouldn't give him the time of day, because you probably would. And let's be honest. Let's go back for a second. Men that have kids, women don't be tripping about that. Like, if we're honest, if you go on a date, you meet a dude at the store, whatever, out and about, and y'all go on a date, or y'all talk enough to where, okay, we're gonna go on our first date, and he says he has kids, generally that's not a deal breaker. That's not like, oh, hands down, I'm through, I'm done. Maybe for some, there are some women out there where it is a deal breaker, but that's not necessarily a deal breaker. It may be a flag for a few, but it's not a deal breaker. Some women will continue to date him. It be out here with 7, 8, 9, 10 kids, and they stick. Please, okay? Come on, sisters. Let's be honest here. If we're honest, we don't care about that. But they was going hard on dude with his 3 or 4 kids and 5 baby mamas. And they like, we don't want you either. And just to counter what he was saying about them that had kids too. So because that was a thing, and Kevin Samuels was pushing that hard, as you know, well, I ain't gonna say he was pushing it hard, but he said it, you know, for some men or whatever, you know, that some men don't want, you know, women with kids. That's what a lot of these dudes out here was trying to push. And it's like, come on, y'all, I ain't even gonna go there. Another story for another day, another topic for another day. But he, you know, whatever. Most women got kids, and you just, I mean, choose. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm not trying to deflect. They was going hard. So yeah, so being as a man, they were really, you know, going hard on him, and you know, talking about him. And he was really genuinely just trying to help. So why do we do that? Why do we do that? That's nuts. That's nuts. So with that being said, why do we ask men to be honest, and then when we get honesty, we don't like it? Now, don't get me wrong. Let me just go back one more time. He could have said that differently. He could have came differently, because I think he got a little too comfortable in his delivery. He got a little bit too comfortable in his delivery when he was just like, don't know, man, won't know, whoop, whoop. When he just started dogging women out. Oh my God. And you know what, too? I want to say this too. I think women were hurt in that instant, in that particular, you know, conversation, because, like, why do y'all, this how y'all talk about us? This how y'all do. Y'all sit and y'all talk about us like that. It was a little cringing, and it was painful to hear. It was really, really painful to hear, because it's like, damn, this is my black brother. Oh my God, black man, is this how you... But my thing is, I want to know. I want to know. Put it on the flow. Because if this how you think, I want to know how you think. I want to know how you talk, so that I know how to deal with you and your particular type. Okay? Now, like I said, He was being honest, and he put it out there. So ladies, a lot of times this is where you just sit back and just listen. This is where that femininity comes in at. And it don't, unless he's dogging you directly or something like that, you don't even need to say nothing. Because I didn't say nothing in that call. I wanted to, but then it was like, I mean, I don't have to. Because it's like, damn. It was painful to hear. And it's unfortunate that there's men out here that are like that and they feel like they can do that. But that type of men is not for women like me, if that makes sense. That's not, you know, it's a certain, and a lot of those women on the call, that type of man is not for you. But those tend to be the ones that you wind up going out with and wind up, you know, sleeping with and so on and so forth. Those be the ones, and then you wind up getting got because of it. You know what I'm saying? But you learn, you listen. Just listen. Like I said, I wanted him to keep talking. I want to hear, give me all the tea. Give it all, just talk. Because the more he talks and the more he explains and the more he kind of like gives information, allows you to take it in, process it. Now you know, because of how our brain works and how our energy works and how our intuition works, we know how to, you know, choose our men when we're going out. And when a man like him, because you listened, okay, has nothing to do with being weak and pushover, nothing like that. Just shut up for a second and just listen to how they talk, because they're going to tell on themselves. They're going to tell on themselves. So when they do, listen. And if that's the type, once you know, gather all that energy and all that information and you come into a type like that, now you know, okay, I'm not going to deal with him. It's not going to work. Or it's a little edgy. I kind of want to jump on up and, you know, let me test them out. You know, it's you know, because you have the advantage or the edge. Now, this particular guy, by him doing that, because I already know the question is coming and you thinking that's going to, you know, make you look bad to women. No, sir. Guys, brothers, it's not. You still have women out here. You're still going to get pom-pom. Okay, just because you told it like it was and all that, you're still going to get cooch. It's not going to stop you from getting cooch. Okay, you're still going to be able to get it. You just won't be able to get it from a type of woman who's looking for something different than you. That's it. You don't want those women anyway. Why do y'all want to play around with those women anyway? You don't want that. Let those women go, be great. But the ones that want to play with you, hey, you got full range. So it's not going to make you lose out on anything. So don't think that. Okay? Because there's women out here for you to play those games with you, if that's what you want. But it's women out here that want something more and serious, that don't want to play these games. You don't want to, you know what I'm saying? And I really feel like that is why that brother was giving the tea how he was giving it. But I think he forgot who he was talking to. You forgot that she was talking to women. So you're not talking to your homeboys, okay? You're not talking to your homeboys. You're talking to women. So be conscious of how you do it. Even when, you know, your boy Kevin Samuels was doing it, his delivery was trash. Oh my God. It's like, dude, you gonna sting like you done stung every black woman like 40,000. Okay, we get it. Can we just have a conversation now? Because whew, some of the clips, some of the conversations, it was like, dude, okay, I hear you. But these are men, and men communicate differently than we do. But men, I just want you to understand that, you know, that's not going to fly all the time, depending on the woman that you're talking to. Because, you know, you have a certain way you talk to different women in your life that you care about. You have a certain way that you talk to your mama. You have a certain way that you talk to your daughter. You're not going to talk to her like that. You're not going to give her that raw like that. You know what I'm saying? But some women need it raw. Don't get me wrong. We need the truth. Like, let's go, hit it hard, you know, so that we can make, you know, decisions based off of that. But sometimes when you hitting too hard, ease up a little bit, just a little, and just kind of like talk, have a dialogue. Cause some of y'all be like He-Man on it, and we're women. Some women don't want to admit it, but we're dainty princesses. We need you to come a little correct. Just, you can come, you know, give us the truth. But damn, you ain't got to be so raggedy with it. Golly. Because some of y'all be, woo. I be seeing y'all on these podcasts, and some of y'all on these podcasts y'all don't be holding us up. Like, I be like, ooh. Did he have to go that hard? But, yeah, so what do y'all think about that? I mean, some of those questions, like men being that honest, you know, with just women randomly, you know what I'm saying? What do y'all think about men being honest on dates? What do y'all think about women being honest on dates? Because I think that has to happen. We go out a lot of times, and I think that's how we sometimes wind up with the wrong people, is because we are out and everybody's giving their representative. Everybody's not giving their true selves, and they're not talking, you know, because they want to be impressive to the other person, especially if they're attracted to the other person. They want to be impressive. So I'm not going to say nothing stupid, you know, is what people usually think, or I don't want to do anything stupid or say the wrong thing. But no, that's the time to say your truth. And that's the time to say, you know, what your expectations are, what you want, what your plans are. That's the time. Because what you don't want to do is get on the date, and now you are 3, 4, 5 dates later, and y'all still on this not being 100% honest with each other. And then you wind up together. Here you go, a whole 2 years later, and a marriage and 2 kids, and you find out you're not compatible with the person. That happens all the time. Because people aren't honest, you know, in the beginning, and people aren't straight up in the beginning in what they want. Let people choose. Let each other choose what y'all want to do. You know, that has femininity has everything to do with that, because if we just use our femininity and marinate in it and be comfortable with, one, just listening for a second, you know what I'm saying, and two, just zipping it, just close it. And it's not, when I say zip it and close, just be quiet for a second, it's not to say that you can't defend yourself. That has nothing to do with it. I'm saying zip it and listen, because you can't listen when you're talking. You can't listen when you are rah 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 rah. You can't do that. You gotta listen to what they're telling you, and you can make the decision on how you want to move. Okay, that's the power of the feminine. Everything, and you don't got to say. That's how you be missing the mark all the time. You're missing all the flags, missing all of them, because you're talking too much and you're not listening. Listen for a second. Just listen. Okay? I think men will listen. You know what I'm saying? I think men listen actually better than us women, but they don't agree. They have their own perception. They'll hear you out all day. They let you talk, all that. But how they feel, it's pretty much how they feel. And they're not changing it. So when I say they listen, I don't mean they listen and agree. They listen, let you talk, process it, analyze it, and see if it matches with their opinion and their perception. And if it does, great. That if it doesn't, then it don't. That's how men work. Simple. Cut dry. So, I'm going to end the video here. Y'all tell me what y'all thoughts are in the bottom of the comments. Tell me what y'all think. Tell me what y'all questions are. I don't know. What experiences have y'all had? And if it's a lot, you know, that you want me to discuss on one of my dialogue videos, then email me. You can email me at iamanuki@gmail.com, and I'll read it anonymously, of course. And we're going to talk about it, and we're going to break this thing on down, and we're going to talk about, you know, I don't know. We're going to talk about the context of whatever it is. But let me know what y'all think. I'm going to end the video here. Thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. Come back next time, and let's do this again. Let's do this again. Let's bridge this gap, and let's coexist. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching. See y'all next time. Bye.